Hello to the amazing people, TheNeomare here, and welcome to another episode of Limbus Company. You can find the full playlist in the comment description below the video, and in today's video we're gonna be continuing the Canto 5 story. So yeah, let's drive, let's choose Canto 5 and see where we got left over last time. Mr. Pilot here, 513. Oh! Now we know how many of these there are, so 36 total. Alright. Oh, what's this? 519, 535, okay. Mr. Pilot, when we opened the shipping container, Smith singled out. An unexpectedly tearful and doubtful face of an LCCB agent greeted us. I'm glad that he looks mostly unharmed, but is he really the team leader? Well, guess not. Guess not. This one, it's got to be this shipping container. And in here should be the LCCB team captain. I really thought I was done for. Name's Pilot. LCCB Preliminary Observation Unit 3 Assistant Manager. Wait, are you not the team leader? But the pirates said that they captured the LCCB team leader. Hey, I'm standing right here. What's up with the obvious disappointment? Anyways, thank you for saving my life. I heard so many stories about y'all. The LCB, eh? What kind of stories, I wonder? Happy to make your acquaintance, sirs and ladies. I've been a huge fan ever since I joined the company. Why are you all looking at me like that? I don't know, he's a bit weird, right? Long story short, there was a whole mess with this other guy who claimed to be the fan, so yeah, you gotta understand. Oh, I don't remember that. Oh, and I have a message to deliver to you guys. Hey, I bet you guys are chaotically running around somewhere in E.G.O like headless chickens and messing everything up. Time for... Oof. Wait, I'm just delivering the message. Exactly as she said it. Intonations and all. Watch out, don't you think it might have been better to start with, and I quote, and tell us who this she is too. Abbreviations and missions are two completely different things. I'll let this slide, pledgeling, just this once. Who she is? Well, of course, it's none other than Manager Miss Saude herself. Wait, what? Isn't she dead? Saude is alive? Manager, did she get promoted? She's still in recovery, but after team arrived just in the nick of time and treated her wounds, saving her life? Okay, something's wrong. Is it an imposter? I'm glad it wasn't a posthumous promotion. Manager Saude wanted to meet all of y'all too, but couldn't make it on account of her being on a different mission. I'm glad she's okay. Is Saude okay? Of course! It wasn't the smoothest recovery, but she's now healthy enough to eat some grub and hold a lengthy conversation. That's great, but I was asking because she lost her partner right before her eyes. Oh. Pilot produced a piece of old folded paper and began reading from it. This is a reminder to all LCCB employees. We, the Before team, are assigned to the paramount task of clearing the path before anyone else does. Every bloodied step, every flesh given becomes another stepping stone for your fellow Limbus Company employees to follow into the future. That's the very first line from the new hire training guide we were issued. And I'm proud of it. I'm proud of the sacrifices we make. Most of my co-workers at LCCB just want to make a quick buck before quitting and say I'm the odd one though. You're proud of sacrifice? Seriously? No, is she what? You want sardine veil flavored ice cream? No way, me too. Why don't we head out and get some together? Oh, that's a weird change of subject. Hey, let me go, how are you so strong? Roger grabbed Ishmael's arm and began practically dragging her outside. Well, just in case she got into another fight. I decided to sneakily follow them from a distance. Ishi, you got to stop bringing down the mood like that. We saved his life, didn't we? I understand that things are a bit rough right now, but let's be a bit more patient, okay? Rodian, that back there, that's just indoctrination. They're brainwashing them. No one wants to admit that they're just throwing themselves into a meat grinder, so they've wrapped that neatly in the name of self-sacrifice. I know. Then why? People need a way to endure that reality and go on living somehow. Some people live from paycheck to paycheck. Sometimes they just don't have a choice. Well, reality strikes hard. Let's hear out our overzealous friend. How about that? Don't talk down to me like you're coddling some baby. We're not that close, Rodion. But I'll listen. Just this once. Fine, fine. Rhodia seemed to have noticed that I was following them all along. She signaled me with a quick wink. And I was able to return to where the other sinners were before they did. Well, Rodion saved the day, I guess. So we don't have to. Alright, 514 Mr. Pilot 2. We met an LCCB survivor who called himself Pilot. He shared a very good news with us that Saude was alive. Time to listen to what he's got to say. Yeah, I have a very bad feeling about this Saude thing being alive. Like, from what I remember, Saude should really not be alive, and the wounds were more than... But anyway. They were impaled, I think, or something like that. This injustice that thou hast left me out of a tiny ice cream jaunt. It tasted like fish, not worth the walk. Maybe they put ground mermaid in there. Well, ground mermaid in ice cream? Boy, I'm nervous. What an audience, huh? Tough stuff. I'm sorry? Talk. SVS. Or suffer the obliteration of forehead. That means SVS, SO, whatever. I appreciate you translating it. I feel a bit better. She reminded me a lot of our LCC before team director just now. Must be a hell of a boss, huh? Where they've been. It took us a hot minute to pinpoint the location of the Lobotomy Corp branch housing the Golden Boo, actually. Me and my teammates, we ran a pretty tight ship. But the twin hook pirates of E.G.O Corp backstreets caught wind of us sniffing around. Listen here, lad. This the bit cheapest bottle of oil in all the Great Lake, I tell ya. What? How? That's ridiculous. You're telling me that this whale oil of dubious origin is worth how much? Wait, yeah, no wonder you pretty much antagonized them to their faces. Okay, in my defense, those fellas were about to rob us blind. I mean, couldn't you have just paid a bit of money for some intel, though? Well, anyway, after a thorough search, we identified the exact location of the Lobotomy Corp branch with the Golden Bow. Did you find the Golden Bow? Yep, saw that fabled golden light too. Too bright yet not too bright, was it? I had to see it with my own two eyes to understand what that meant. Boy, what an incredibly incandescent glow that was, even from deep within the Lobotomy Corp branch ship. Observation, check. Confirmation, check. All we had left to do on the docket was the report. Oh, our job, by the way, was advanced reconnaissance to confirm the presence of a golden bow. They say that plenty of advanced reconnaissance teams encounter abnormalities or get wiped out in the process. We were about to make our return journey, considering the mission a resounding success when... So the pirates followed you guys there, Team leader Hara assured us that nothing was out of the ordinary and that interruptions by opposing parties happened all the time. But... So, I don't really care what you're doing all the way out here on this creepy ship, but this gentleman here was rather curious about what business you guys were up to. So I tagged along. No objections, Paolo's face turned pale with fear for the first time since he started recounting this story. That's when I heard the weapon slip out of our team's leader's hand and onto the ground. Our team leader's an experienced field agent with a decorated track record. I've never seen her just give up like that. She ain't the kind to be so easily rattled. So I turned to look at her, and the look on her face was... I say, that was a look of resignation. Would I be correct in assuming that she had something to say at that moment? Mission failed. Verbatim. Who'd she see to immediately give up like that? An officer from the middle shouldn't be here. Again. Verbatim. An officer from the middle? Is me an officer from the middle? I'm guessing the guy had like a huge fancy tattoo that glowed purple. Oh no, it wasn't me. It was somebody else that we didn't see in a cutscene. Alright. How'd you know? That was the very first thing I noticed about him actually. That weird looking purple glowing tattoo. Still, I thought that maybe, just maybe, we had a shot. We're Unit 3 after all. We weren't no slouches, and we had some impressive names with us. You didn't. And I do not recall much more after that. When I came to, I was on the floor, face down. At first, I thought I'd gone deaf and couldn't hear a thing, you know? When a bomb goes off right next to you, your ear starts ringing and all. Though I'd burst my eardrums. But that wasn't it, no. It was my team, shouting and screaming, and all of it combined into some kind of incomprehensible cacophony. I just couldn't register that at first. Once I recognized that, I also noticed a deep rumbling echoing underneath all that. A bizarre, terrible rumbling. It sounded like it was echoing from a place far away from the branch. Bizarre rumbling? Yes, ma'am, it was almost like a distant explosion, and it seemed like others were picking up on that odd noise too. The pirates suddenly started acting all nervous, and even the big brother from the middle was rattled. They all called him the big brother. Did you hear that right? I guess there really was a big fish looking out for the pirates. Yes, ma'am, loud and clear, they call him Big Brother. I wonder how these fools are doing nowadays. Take only the high-value hostages. We're leaving now. That right there is one of the 5 calamities. You have to book it before that thing gets here. We're all that meat if you don't. One last thing I remember is our team leader. Right before I lost consciousness, the team leader, she stuck her employee card badge to my chest when the pirates weren't looking. Back then, I didn't understand what she was doing, but now that I had some time to think about it, she did that so I look more valuable. So they'll take me hostage instead of leaving me to die. Me, who's just a rookie. To summarize, every LCCB agent was either injured or unconscious. The middle got involved out of nowhere, and there was this calamity that even the middle bloke was scared of. Can you give us the coordinates to the Lobotomy Corp branch, Mr. Pilot? Oh, of course. Pilot produced a piece of paper that had been folded over many times and handed it over to Faust. It's all right there, ma'am. Down to every last bit of detail you need. I hid it from them to the best of my abilities. I'm glad that I was able to complete my mission at least. Wait. That calamity. Was there anything else about it that stood out? There's got to be more. Pale. It was white. It was a whale, wasn't it? An off-white color, unlike anything I'd ever laid my eyes on before. It was a towering palette, and that rumbling, I'm sure I've heard it of before. Ah, right. It reminded me of the E.G.O Corp singularity, that rumbling. Sounded a lot like them tuning forks when they combine stuff together. Yeah, almost there. Let me tag along with y'all. I could be your guide in the Lobotomy Corp branch. Indeed, this was to be a joint operation with the LCCB where they were supposed to accompany us to the Lobotomy Corp branch. What is your decision, Dante? Tell him that while I appreciate his offer, I decline. Oh, really? People that get involved with us often don't make it out in one piece, and that's kind of true. Well, Saude survived, supposedly. E.A. We just saved your life, mate. Show some gratitude. Thank you. Mr. Pilot, remain on the standby until the after team arrives, then return to base and report your findings. Ah, so they declined, huh? The stories were true. I don't hear nothing but the ticking of their clock. Executive manager in their endless generosity has also designated what in the world has also no, I don't know. What is that word? D-E-I-G-N-A-D? Deigned to thank you for the offer. First time I see that word in my life. Remember that as you return. Executive manager in their endless generosity has also something to thank you for your offer. Decided. Alright, well then, best of luck to you all. That's all I need to. That's all I needed. Bye. Okay, off she goes to kill the whale. Ishmael was the first to leave the room. Well, this meeting was pretty short-lived. But say hello to Saude for us, will ya? And please tell her that I'm thankful for what she did for us. Back then, I couldn't bring myself to tell her even that. I'll be sure to tell her that. You have endured well despite the tribulations, pilot. Ah, Yi-sang, how kind of you. It appeared to me that he deserved such words. I wanna see my team again. They were all so kind to me being the rookie of the team and all. Maybe they're survivors of the Lobotomy core branch. Pilot's eyes that had been veiling up for a while eventually broke like a dam. Tears flowed down his cheeks to the ground. We shall bring them home. You have my word. And mine too. We won't fail again. Well, I have a slight feeling something's gonna go wrong. I have examined the variable coordinates Mr. Pilot provided us. What exactly are variable coordinates? Ships beyond a certain magnitude, like our Lobotomy Corp branch of the Marlin port, receive partial laws of the Great Lake in an encrypted form from the E.G.O. Oh. E.G.O. holds a strict monopoly on the intel regarding the laws of the Great Lake within the nest. Of course, the vessels that receive that intel pay various prices for that privilege. They use the partial information to calculate at which locations their vessels must be during which specific periods to ensure a safe voyage, and finalize it into a standardized form known as a variable coordinates. Port ships often send out their coordinates to other vessels, as they want to host as many guests as possible, but vessels that prioritize privacy and secrecy, like the former Alcor branch in question, will never do so. So, the Lobotomy Corp branch we're looking for is kinda like a treasure ship, huh? Then there's gotta be a black market out there for people willing to pay big money for its coordinates. Impressive deduction. Also, unlike normal coordinates, variable coordinates are composed of lengthy and encrypted codes. Therefore, vessels sailing across the Great Lake start by entering the variable coordinates of their destination. Based on that information, said vessels will follow a certain route charted via the automated navigation system that periodically confirms the current location of their destination. Whoa, that's a lot of big words. So basically, if we enter the information we got from Mr. Pilot here, we can somehow find our way to the Lobotomy Corporation branch? It's useless in the waters of the outskirts beyond the borders of E.G.O. Indeed. But the Lobotomy Corp branch is within E.G.O.'s borders. We'll have no trouble analyzing the vessel's travel patterns as long as we have its variable coordinates. Gotcha, then let's get the move on. Yi-sang and Sinclair nodded with determination, while the other sinners followed suit and hurried on. Though I didn't catch a clear view, I think Ishmael nodded too. Alright. Okay. Well, quite a handful this story so far. Ice cream. Oh. Pilot handed us the variable coordinates to the Lobotomy Corporation branch where the Golden Bow was last seen. Pilot, who so far has been trying to appear nonchalant, broke into tears. I really wanted to believe that there are survivors at the upcoming Lobotomy Corporation branch. Yeah, somehow I doubt it, but okay, we'll see. Limbus. We made our way past the mountains of shipping containers and back to where we first docked. I saw Virgilius and Charon on a bench watching us approach. The latter of the two was clearly suffering from crushing boredom. Charon ate ice cream. It was cold, but disappeared fast. Did it not have the putrid scent of the sea? Oh no. Well, I guess Don Quixote will be disappointed here. Suena imposible. Putrid? Char doesn't know what that means. It is a flavor not unlike licking a fish. Blonde girl licks fish? Funny taste. Charon, shudder, shudder. Something's happened by the looks on your faces. Explain. Allow me to explain. Upon our arrival at the promised location, that is none of my concern. I only want to know what intel you have learned. And make it short. We know where the Golden Bow is. It's in Lobotomy Corp, branch in the middle of the Great Lake. Of course it's in Lobotomy Corp branch. Did you learn anything else? You obtained its variable coordinates. I know what you're about to say. That's it? That's all you got? Or something? But just listen to the trouble we went through to... No, that's good enough. Almost makes me want to applaud you all. Oh my? Virgilius, there was... Ah, I know exactly what you're about to tell me. I will deal with it. Stay out of this. You look impatient, Ishmael. I see that our earlier consultation did not ease your anxiety. Of course not. I don't even know what's happening with my mission. We're wading blindly through a misty sea. Your mission? It's our mission, Ishmael. Yet there we are, showing our noses in everything, everywhere. It's driving me up to the wall. Relax. You must know that no path is ever direct in the Great Lake. I did not expect this much lack of patience from someone who spent most of her life here. Can I assume the mess you've left the manager's shoulder in is also a consequence of your impatience? That's, well, clearly an unintentional mistake. If it wasn't, you wouldn't be sitting before me with your throat intact. Why do you fail to look further, Ishmael? By now you must have realized what awaits you at the end of this journey. That contract clause you're so impatient about, it's bound to make an appearance as long as you follow the manager's peculiar misadventures. Your combative attitude against the manager will only delay that inevitability. It happened 4 times, that's not a very big sample. Well, I'm good at reading these trends. If you're so sure about it, then fine. I won't let frustration get better of me. Yeah, sure. I won't step out of line. Yeah, sure. Not any more than necessary. Oh, there we go. Whatever. So she's like, I'm not gonna do anything more than I think it's necessary. Then she's like, this was necessary, stab. And also this was necessary, stab, you know? Like, Ishmael, what happened? You will still have to write up a form explaining your actions and the circumstances surrounding them. Gladly, as long as the guide is right. Have you brought us any ice cream by any? Bother not. I was merely curious of the famed ice cream of Marlin Port. I shall board the bus boat. The boat bus. Says. I appreciate the effort, Yi-sang. Your appreciation is more than enough. He's not going to answer me anyway, but what were you two up to? Dante is asking a meaningless question. Don't let them rub off on you, Dante. What? Was I actually supposed to bring a tub of whale ice cream for everyone? Well, I know Don Quixote would be happy if he did. Ooh, look at that. That was scary. Pirates! Oh, we get to fight. We have to make our way to the Lobotomy Corp branch based on the variable coordinates that pilot gave us. Meanwhile, Ishmael keeps nervously checking the telescope. The battle! So, Ishmael, this Lobotomy Corp branch is still a ways away. Why don't you rest up for a bit while you can? That's what we always do anyway. Or at least, let me make the next shift. I've done my fair share of night watches. Gregor's yawn betrayed his confidence. Ishmael didn't care. She wasn't going to move from her station anyway. Ishmael looked like she was waiting for something to happen. Or maybe she was deathly afraid of something. She did not even for a second, leave the telescope, courtesy of Rain most likely, installed on the modified Memphis fellas. That's a good attitude, Swabby. It has been my long-held belief that letting your guard down is to let your comrades down. I asked Otis her thoughts out of curiosity, but she simply replied that Virgilius had already acted upon the matter. If the executive manager would not take action, then that was that. She also explained that while she would not hesitate to clash with Ishmael again, should the need arise, she would not continue this pointless tussle that only lowered the team's morale. I guess that's good enough. But we're in the middle of a lake. And as long as we stick to the loss of the Great Lake, I don't see us getting... Wait, what? There, ahead! Ishmael suddenly got up and hurried into the cabins as though she noticed something through the telescope. Attacked by anything. My bad. Well, I guess you were wrong, Gregor. Time to drift again, Redhead. It's too late to change course. That trick won't help us here. They went through the trouble of hiding themselves in an artificial fog of war. Fog of war, like it's a strategy game. We're obviously their target. It's a matter of time before they catch up with this ship, now that they know our location. Deal with them, as you will. Manager, permit us to board the ship. Are you sure that boarding the ship is the best course of action if you want to save our ship? According to my experience, yes. Okay, I'll leave it to you then. I hope you'll continue to make wise choices like that. Oh boy. I sighed with a relief as she seemed to be going along with me for now. With that, oh, is she going along with us or are we going along with her? That's a good question, I would say. With that, I took a few steps behind the other sinners and watched her. They hooked their ship with harpoons, forced them into a melee range. Somebody grabbed the helm and turned it on my signal. Then someone should be on standby, ready to shut the engine off at the right moment. Hey, you! Bring some extra rope. You! Wait for the signal inside the wheelhouse. Ishmael's explanations were rapid and confident. Otis nodded along affirmatively. The other sinners were quick to follow their instructions. Watching Ishmael throw her razor-sharp harpoon towards the pirate ship, I started to feel that something was off. They were, the sinners, working so well together like clockwork. But underneath all that, maybe all that mattered to them was their own goals. I was wondering if all times I've spent thinking, hoping and contemplating about our futures together were pointless. This thought lingered for a while in my head. Okay. So more twin hook pirates or something new now? Nope, more twin hook pirates. Okay. And it seems like these are just... Okay, so mustached guys and then some banana wearing ones, even though this also has a mustache, so it is what it is. Time to split them apart using my OP team. Oh, I also have Sinclair now, right? Totally forgot about that. Pew, 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 pew. And just like that. That was effective. Let's try to remember that worked. Oh yeah, we have Ishmael as a announcer now. So Ishmael, are you not gonna say anything? Okay, looks like we're gonna make it somehow. Keep pushing! Go, kill. Oh, I just realized we're fighting on a big, Era of the Discovery sailing ship, like a galleon or something like that. That's pretty nice, actually. Hyora. Wave 2. Okay, do we have any E.G.Os? Oh, we can use this one. The Sun Shower, this will hit everyone. I think I did uptie Sun Shower to 4. I should definitely uptie it to 4. I've heard this is seeping rain may leak through the umbrella. Hold your umbrella strong. What is this swirly thing around Ishmael? Is that the buff that she gets in this chapter? 80. That's not a lot of damage. Considering that it hits 4 people, it was like 20 each. A little bit underwhelming, that's okay. But I guess 80 total is like decent. Oh, really? Really, we're gonna lose the rift space. That's unfortunate. Why did she get attacked twice? Okay, there goes Sinclair. Not its strongest attack, but it will do. This is weird. Like, they get so many attacks, these pirates. Do they have like 2 attacks each? They might just have it, yeah? Yeah, they have 2 attacks each. Okay. But now they're mostly staggered, so now it will be time to strike. Yeah, I don't think I need E.G.O right now. This will be like a cleanup. Yeah, actually we'll do in 10 turns, but sooner or later I'll probably need to like level up my people to 40. And I'll do it, I have plenty of experience to do so. I guess technically I'm playing through this a little bit slower than I usually would, just because I didn't level up my people yet. Oh well, looks like we're going to make it somehow. Let's keep pushing. Yeah, let's keep pushing. Well, you know all about being pushy, right, Ishmael? Yeah, you do. Yes, you do. Another Amoro enactment. Where's the big guns? Sinclair, where's the big guns? There. Let's see Sang show you how to do this. Easy breathing. Yeah, I feel like these are maybe a little bit tougher than usual. Maybe, just a tiny bit.
개화하였구려. 이 순간을 어딘가에 담고 싶군.
Pirates 2. The Twin Hook pirates were tailing us. I decided to follow Ishmael's advice and board their ship before they did board ours. Okay, we're gonna need to do this though. There we go. And let's spend one right away to turn it into a box. There we go. Or well, the module. The battle. Ooh. There's a tough one already. Okay, we got struggling, let's defend, we got neutral. Let's keep the neutrals in, I guess. So yeah, I forgot to check what level they were. I was curious. Risky judgment, so that's a neutral one that we lost, but that's fine, I guess. So the only control I have right now is like to defend if necessary. I'm gonna let this one be neutral. Go, Sinclair, go. You can do it. You can do it. Nice, he won. And he really did a lot of damage. Charge, charge, charge up. Okay. Okay. Unopposed, favor, dominating, unopposed. Oh, looks good. No! How do you lose that? You were favored or dominating even. No, first. Oh. Ding. I think like for these like story fights, Yi-Sang's probably the best just because of his normal attack AoE that he has. Okay, they're all staggered, so not much to do here. Keora. Let's Darth Vader it. But yeah, after this, I should probably check what level they were. That's the first thing, and then the second thing. This is taking a while actually. Are we gonna make it in 10 turns? Okay. So we are on turn 5, so technically we are doing well here. Are you gonna use... Okay, you're gonna use the purple thing, that's good. Oh, you're struggling. Okay, let's use the branch of knowledge then. There we go. Because he's like has too high sanity. Yeah, okay. I guess it's hard to control Sinclair if you can't like really control his sanity from fight to fight. Also defending on the first turn didn't help either. Yeah, that's true. And now this will recover some more. Yeah. Maybe it's better to bring somebody else actually to these story fights. I don't know. That's the damage, see? That's the damage. I guess... Well, I don't know actually why Yi-Sang's AoE did only 80. This is a good one. Rip space. Look at that damage. Nice. So yeah, the second group went down a lot faster than the first one here. Well, it didn't go down yet, but they're going down faster. Oh, there's still one tough guy. He has more HP. He's like a tank. So we almost killed everyone in like, yeah. They have like what, 60, 70 HP combined in one round. That was impressive actually. Just shows how much more powerful my characters are when their sanity is full. While the start was relatively slow, once they got their sanity to 45, they started destroying everything they touch. And that's why it's important when I finally do the RR2 that the first fight is spent relatively longer time filling up the sanities. Winning the clashes, stuff like that. You crafty bastard! We were going to board your ship first! We got places to be, things to do, okay? Now, answer my question. Lie or flap your gums meaningless meaninglessly, and I'll tear the hips off your mugs. The lips of your mugs. Speak! Who sent your plunkers after us? We can't let someone who dared to lay a finger on our first mate leave in one piece. Your very breath brings shame to our syndicate. By Captain Hook's orders, you won't leave here alive. Ha! Ain't that bloody marvelous? I like seeing a good camaraderie. So, what I say about flapping your gums meaninglessly? Hey, think your threats will rattle us? We're no tenderfoots, you stupid sons of bachelors. What a clingy bunch. We spared our first mate's life, and this is the thanks we get? You think this is what's me meant, that we'll regret if we... No. Your juvenile whining, that's not from shame. Huh? When all of your mates lay dead, consumed, manipulated and led into a meat grinder by a collective insanity of a mad woman, when you're left in that endless void where the only sound is the beating of your heart. Wait, and when you realize that your heart continues to beat because it's still desperately, pathetically clinging onto life, despite all of that, that's when you feel true shame. Okay, so she's murdering them, I guess. Wait, looking at the sorry state of your boat, I can hazard you have no clue what you're doing out here. Spare me and I'll tell you what you need to know. I'll put in a good word to the bossman for you. Nothing to lose here, else. You won't have anyone to put in a good word if you kill me. I'm getting through to you. Spare me and you just might sail out of this lake with your... Ha! I'm tired of listening to these inane, meaningless pleas. That was the last one, right? Let's go back to our ship. Okay. The ship was still as that. Its sails fluttered a forlorn dance in the wind. Okay, so yeah, Ishmael in her element again. Nobody dares to oppose her. No, actually, oh yeah, because of the fluids actually did the most. So the next thing is the waves. Okay, let's click here. Okay, still difficulty level 35, so... Okay, so the next one, we defeated the pirates, but I can't check this uneasy feeling. Well, no choice but to continue our voyage while mining the loss of the Great Lake. So it seems like we are entering a new area here, the brownish one, whatever that means. Huh. It's interesting. Right, so we cleared 17 out of 36, about halfway through. We can pick this up if you like. Let's go check if my Yesang has leveled up his appetite. So this is important. So this one, the sun shower, they're gonna turn this into a valve. So it's gonna go here, and it's gonna become more expensive to update to level 4, to tier 4. I already have it on tier 4, so I don't care. But yeah, if you like this ability and you want to update for cheaper, then do it. There was an update from Project Moon urging you to do that before, because for standardization purposes, once this becomes a WoW level E.G.O, it will automatically be more expensive to tie to 4. So yeah, friendly word of warning from our kind developers that you do so. Hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. I wish you all to have a wonderful day. Do some nice things, be kind to each other, and let's make the world a better place together. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of Limbus Company, TheNeomare signing out. Bye bye.